when I go let's say, to a party or meet new people and they ask me, Niels, what is your profession? What are you doing? I cannot give an answer like, I'm a hotel manager or a doctor. Because what I'm doing, there is no word for it, no common word. I don't know any English description or German description which is, let's say, defined or well known. So therefore, I always have to explain a bit what I'm doing. And I have an analogy of being in German, the word is Stallmeister. I don't know what it's in English, but if you have a horse stable, and that's basically the idea what was 100 years or before normal, you had a horse and you go to some place and then you bring your horse to the horse stable and there's one guy or lady who's managing everything. So, okay, the horse needs to be cleaned or feeded or needs here new metal things under the, whatever the word is for it. You get my point. And then you have your, let's say, specialized people who do it. And that's what I'm doing also here. Trust is one major point, because at the end of the day, the cars are quite very valuable in terms of value in money, but also in emotional value. It's my father's car. I hear that quite often. It's my father's car. He got it from his father, so from my grandfather, and so on. So it has a certain value. And if you sum it up, of course, it's quite some money. And so you're giving something very valuable to somebody at the beginning you don't know, yeah? And then you kind of have to trust him. So this storage, or this, what I'm doing here, is very driven by the person who runs it. That doesn't mean that not anyone else could do it, but if I would be some dodgy guy, then most likely the clients would not hand over me their valuable cars. What is important, you always have to keep the high quality every day. And that is the challenge you have when you're providing a service. If you're running a restaurant or a hotel, to keep the quality on a high level every day, that's the challenge, because you get used to some things, you maybe don't see some things anymore, you get in a routine and so on, and there's a risk that the quality goes down. And so, I have to push myself, say, okay, is everything clean? Is everything sorted? Do I give some information to the client whatsoever? So, yeah, you need to keep it running. My mother said that the first word I said was not mom or dad, it was auto, so car. Yeah? And everybody who knows my mother knows that it's true, so she didn't make it up. So somehow I was fascinated by cars from the beginning on, and as in my childhood also cars, yeah, playing with cars and however. And then for me it was clear when I started my profession that I would like to work with cars. And I thought, okay, for a car manufacturer that would be the best. So I made my school and studied, and however, at the end of my studies, I got the chance to do an internship for half a year for Porsche in Stuttgart, which was exceptional. However, I was with Nissan for 5 years, and then I got my dream job, my first dream job, going back to Porsche, and I was located with my family in Prague, Czech Republic, and I had the job of being a regional sales manager for Central Europe, so Baltic countries, Poland, Ukraine, everything all the way down to Greece and so on. Czech Republic, Hungary, you name it, 26 countries, small countries, big countries. How do I store the cars in here and how get the cars, stored? And then I thought, okay, I can drive in here, but then you have the pollution and you need the key from the car. And then, of course, if you park, then you need space to drive cars, to maneuver them around. However, I was reading a car magazine and I just saw a picture, not an advertisement, just a picture where you see that somebody is moving a car with a little red tool. And I've never seen it before. I thought, wow, what is that? And then you ask the internet and you search, and then I found the Stringo. And then I knew this tool I need. Because with this tool, I can put the cars perfectly on each side in my storage. So I have the perfect efficiency in terms of using the room. I can maneuver the cars more safely than driving them. So it will reduce any damage, because there's always a risk that you damage something. Most of the cars, I don't even need the key, because I just move it in my handover bay area. And most likely it will be also accepted by clients, which is true. I never had the case that clients said, no, don't do it. So this was a bit of a breakthrough in my business concept. I have one employee and the Stringo, and without them it wouldn't work. So that is, it's a very, very nice tool to have. And my clients actually are also always fascinated by it when I show them how I, move their cars around here and how it works. And then I always joke, look, your Porsche became an EV now. One is being a car enthusiast, of course, because it's my passion. It always has been. And I always said, okay, if that is my passion, I don't know where it comes from, because my parents are not that much into cars. My uncle is, but however, I'm into cars. And so I think, okay, this is my passion, so I just follow my passion. But the other thing is being an entrepreneur, even on a small scale. I mean, it's just me here with my one employee, but starting a project and realizing a project and then be responsible for it and to see the result makes me happy and satisfied.